Let's get to it. So now people are trying to say that Jaime Munguia's knockout against John Ryder is John Ryder taking a dive. That's what they saying. They saying that Jaime Munguia didn't even connect. You're right, he didn't connect. But that wasn't the knockout shot in the first place. The knockout shot came right before that, and it was a delayed reaction. So if you look at the original clip, you will see that he hit him first. Then that's when he swung and missed. But when he swung and missed, John Ryder was already dazed and he was already going down. It was just delayed. So let's get a man his credit, man. Even though I think he's a protective fighter, let's give him his credit. Just like David Benavidez, he gave him his credit, but he still let it be well known that he will knock him out. And this right here didn't stand well with some of the fans. They started criticizing him. So he came out and he said this on Instagram. Nowadays, you can't even say that you can knock somebody out because they say that you cocky or you talk too much ish. LMAO. But you clowns really trying to act like my KO ratio not 86%. I never disrespected Munguia. I think he's a great fighter, and if we ever fight, it would be a great fight, but I stand on my statement, and I know what I can do, and I have confidence in my abilities. Before I fought Andre, we were in negotiations with Munguia and his team for 2 months, back and forth, and then after 2 weeks of negotiation, they said that they didn't want to take the fight. So, what do you guys call that? So, in other words, he basically trying to say that Munguia ducked him. And he ducked him for a reason. I'm not going to sit here and say that he did duck him, but David Benavidez is making a claim that Munguia ducked him.
Which is fucking bullshit.
Now, even if this did happen, if they pulled out of negotiations, sometimes it ain't always about the other fighter being scared. Sometimes they are not agreeing when it comes to the money.
It's all about the money.
You know, when it comes to the politics. That's why a lot of negotiations fail nowadays. Even if it didn't have nothing to do with him ducking him, it most likely has something to do with politics. And that includes whenever your team is telling you to back out of this fight because they don't think you can win it. Once again, I think Jaime Munguia is a protective fighter the same way I think Gervonta Davis is a protective fighter.
What?
And listen, I'm a fan of Tank Davis, but I'm going to just be real because there's no fanboyism over here. It's just a fan of boxing with me. And I'm going to keep it all the way 100, feel like that he's been protected at times. And speaking of Tank Davis, someone reported on Twitter that he was going to fight Campbell Hatton in the UK. Now, this is likely not true, given the fact that Campbell Hatton already got a fight lined up with James Flint for March 23rd of this year. And if you don't know who Campbell Hatton is, that's Ricky Hatton's son. Campbell Hatton is also undefeated. So this is a rumor that we don't really know is true, but if it is true, I'm pretty sure it would just be a tune-up for Tank. So like I said, you can't really blame him for taking the tune-up. I mean, he hasn't fought since April of last year. So you can't really blame him for taking a tune-up fight. But if he is going to fight him, after this guy, he's going to have to put on some real fireworks and fight somebody like a Devin Haney or Shakur Stevenson. Or even a Frank Martin will be a good pick for him.